Hey, this is Palmonia Gordon. Welcome to this episode of The Shift, simply helping individuals to find their true talent, their true passion, their dreams, and their purpose. My episode today is about what I love. It's about dream, the ability to think and create what it is that you want in life. As the acronym lady, I broke it down into an acronym, which means dramatic representation of everything available to man. One of my favorite comedian, actor, author, if you will, not an author, Mr. Steve Harvey, he said, if you can dream it, you can touch it. He says, anything, if you can see it in your mind's eye, then you have the ability to touch it with your hands. So today, I want to welcome you to Shift. Just to remind you that shift is simply just to encourage you a little bit every day to make the tiny moves that are going to get you closer to where you need to be, closer to who you are, closer to who you were destined and born to be. Just like the clock, you have the minute hand, the hour hand, the second hand. But the tiny move, the second hand has to move 60 times around before the minute hand can move once. And then the minute hand has to do its move 60 times before the hour hand can move once. So I want us to remember that shifting is about doing the tiny moves that nobody seems to know, because you look at the clock, oh my God, it's a minute. Oh my God, but nobody know, oh, it was like 60 seconds that made that minute. So dreams are the dramatic representation of everything that's available to man. I'm going to invite you to dream with me today. I'm going to invite you to think about what it is that you want. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Get a pen, get a paper, and write down, where are the places I would like to visit? I have at least 40 countries written down that I'd like to travel to. 40. What's the house that you'd like to live in look like? Write it down, draw it, get a picture of it in your head. See yourself coming home. See yourself and know you're not crazy. You are a creative being that is designed to create what it is that you want. From having a family to being wealthy, we spend so much time thinking about poverty and thinking about lack and thinking about these negative things that's all we have around us. And we're thinking, oh, it's just a reflection. No, it's a reflection of what we have been dreaming about. Because your dreams are like magnets and it comes to you. So you magnetize what it is that you're thinking about. I was packing for my travel, and there's a phrase I've been asking this question now for almost a year. God, what is your dream for me? Some of the things that he gives me, I'm like, I back off. I'm like, but then I go, oh, okay. But as I'm going through, I realized that I wasn't always a dreamer. There was a point where I had stopped dreaming. And he said to me, you stopped dreaming when you were 1 year old. Really? And I got the pen and I started to write. For those of you who haven't yet read my book, here's a sneak peek. When I was 1 year old, my dad stole me from my mom. Not really my mom, my sisters. My mom wasn't home. Told my sister he was going to take me for the weekend, and he never took me back. Now, as a child, I'm thinking, well, why isn't my mommy coming to get me? And the longer I stayed away from her, the more I started to accept that she wasn't going to come. And the more I stopped dreaming. I'm like, whoa. So I am telling you that because if you are not a dreamer, if you don't believe in dreams, we need to backtrack and find out what happened when that caused me to stop dreaming. Because we were all born as dreamers. We dreamt when we were kids. Oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be a air hostess. I'm going to fly around the world. Oh, when I grow up, I'm going to have 2 kids. I'm going to have 5 kids. I'm going to live in a big house and drive a big car. That's what we did when we were kids. We dream. We stayed in that creative space that we were designed to be in. But as life happened, we stopped paying attention. So, on this episode, I want to ask you if you would take a minute, shift just a little bit, shift back to remember, what did you dream about as a child? What did you like to do? What did you play pretend about? And then I want you to write it down. But I'm going to challenge you to stop and to think if you're dreaming big enough. Because ultimately, that is sometimes why our dreams don't happen. It's not that it's possible. You're dreaming for $100 where you should be dreaming for $1 million. As Grant Cardone says, what would you better? Aim for $1 million and make 100,000, or aim for 100,000 and make only 10,000? See the difference? Aim for $1 million. One of my mentor, Jim Rohn, he says, make a goal. It's on my vision board. I will make $1 million. But he says, make a goal to earn $1 million, not for the money, but for who you will become as you make that $1 million. What are your dreams for your health? I was in Puerto Rico the other day and I got to share my affirmation on stage. And one guy came to me after because I said, I am my ideal weight, 160 pounds with 5% body fat. That's my ideal of where I would like to be. I'm never going to give up on that. I'll keep working at it. I have to keep making different choices about my food, but that's my dream. 160 pounds, yeah, I can have a little bit more body fat, but 5% is where I'm at right now. But I also said, I am perfect for my assignment. Because if we don't recognize that we are perfectly aligned with our dreams, that I had no idea I was going to be in Canada. When I left Jamaica, I was living in New Jersey. I flew into New York. My cousin came from New Jersey, got me, and I was in New Jersey with my sister. But I had a sister here in Canada, and she was alone. So I didn't know the dream that God had for me was for me to be in Canada. I knew my sister was here, but that was never my dream or my goal. But because I was open, when an opportunity comes, you need to be open and say yes. Because that opportunity can be the path that will move you into your dreams and your goals and your desires. So what are your dreams? What's your dream for your health? I'd like you to get a pen and paper, write it down. What's my ideal weight that I'd like to be? What's my ideal health that I'd like to be in? What's my ideal relationship? Oh my God, I have an amazing relationship with my kids. When they come home, we hug them with kids. As a matter of fact, I have to get a king size bed because when we're all here on the weekend, we just want to have that time together. I have an amazing husband that when he walks through the door, even when I'm 90 years old, my heart leaps when he opens the door and he says, honey, I'm home. What's your dream for your relationship? What's your dream for your finance? 30 years from now, 20 years from now, I want to be worth $100 million. I want to be worth 300. I want to be worth 400. $1 million doesn't cut it, guys. That can hardly buy you a house today. I'm sorry. Not intending to burst any, but if that's your dream, that's fine. You may not have a dream to have $1 million. That's okay too. Your dream may be, I just want to be able to pay my bills on time every month, to buy the food that I want to have, and just be comfortable. But write it down if that's your dream. Do you have a business? What's your dream for that? What's your legacy? Your dream is a part of your legacy of something that you're going to leave to your family. Your work ethic. I watch my kids now and I can see where my 7-year-old son is asking about going to Thomas Land. And I'm like, okay, no, not right now because grandma's in the hospital in Florida. We're going to have to go to Florida. And he asked me, Mom, do you give up on, getting married? I go, no, honey, I don't. That's still my dream. And he goes, okay, then I won't give up on my dream. That was a huge shift for him because I refused to give up on my dream. He was able to shift and go, okay, no, I'm not going to give up on my dream of going to Thomas Land. Can you dream a little bit? Just shift a little bit so that somebody around you can say, okay, I won't give up on my dream. I'll shift. I'm your host, Palmonia. I'm your friend. Thank you for stopping by. Remember, leave your comments down below. Go to my website, palmoniagordon.com. Share the message. Encourage other people to start shifting into their dreams, into their goals, into their destiny. I love you. See you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.